Hello, lovelies. This is Lynn, the Silver Goddess Tarot. I am doing a self-care reading for Friday, July 4th. Happy Independence Day. If you're out protesting, I hope that you are safe and healthy and enjoying your time. All right, my self-care video for today is the Letting Go deck by Dr. David Hawkins, David R. Hawkins, MD, Ph.D. And I've used this one before. I really like it because it gives us a chance to look at where we're holding on to things that we may not realize we are holding. So, to that end, let's take a look at our first card. And it is we must let go of negative thoughts and belief systems and shed the stress of negative emotions that give them energy. We have to cancel the negative programming that comes from the world as well as our own belief systems. Through my education, I know that much of how we feel and what we think comes from the belief systems of the people around us, not just the people around us, but also things like media. Um, when I was a child, I remember my parents talking about a radio show that talked about UFOs landing. And at the time, popularity of UFOs was nothing like it is now. We're curious now. A lot of us are curious now. But back then, it was very fearful to think that we would be visited by aliens. And so there was a radio show before television. There was a radio show that talked about aliens landing, and people panicked. It was widespread panic across the country. So that is one example of programming, but now we have other programming examples as well. We have social media, we have television shows, we have radio, we have podcasts, we have YouTube videos. All of that information comes to us, and we don't realize how it's influencing our thoughts, our feelings, our experiences in life when we leave our home, where we get to buy our home, what kind of work we get to do. There are so many different places where how we've been socialized across our lifetime influences our life that we don't even recognize. And I hope that you will take a chance this weekend to think about that. Where am I holding a thought or a belief that isn't really mine? I think you'll be surprised. Moving on, here's the card. When letting go, ignore all thoughts. Focus on the feeling itself, not the thoughts. Thoughts are caused by suppressed and repressed feelings. When a feeling is let go, thousands or even millions of thoughts that were activated by that feeling disappear. This repressed and suppressed thoughts and feelings, that's shadow work. That's looking at the things that were said around you, the traumas you experienced, and not even, it doesn't necessarily have to be trauma, but it could just be repetitive information in your life, the way you were socialized as a child, things you don't even remember. But if you start journaling that and doing other shadow work on, it'll take you back through those early days of your life. All right, moving on. And then finally, love is the ultimate law of the universe. It is the energy that radiates when the blocks to it have been surrendered. It is more than an emotion or a thought, it is a state of being. Love is what we have become through the pathway of surrender. Lovingness is a way through which we light up the world. Okay. And then I want to finish the week with breathe like you know how. Inhale the good shit, exhale the bad shit. Okay, that's all I have for you today. Remember that you are made of stardust and magic. You are far more powerful than you realize, and you are profoundly loved. I hope you have an incredible day and an incredible weekend ahead. Take care now. Bye.